Movement that inspires.
Open your ears to a new world of radio, podcast, music and news. Download the Listener app today. CFM News Briefing.
Hello, I'm Anne Stone. The centre of the sporting universe is Brisbane today with sold-out AFL and NRL prelim finals at the Gabba and Suncorp. First up, it's the Lions taking on Carlton before the Broncos play the Warriors. Local Tim is one of the lucky few to score tickets to both games.
Should be a cracking night. I mean, Brisbane's been turning it on all year, so in the words of Roy and HG, when too much sport is barely enough, we're pretty spoiled.
There's a whopping 96% hotel occupancy rate, with today's footy festivals tipped to inject $10 million into the local economy. Aussies voting no in the Voice referendum are being asked not to take part in certain rallies around the country today. They've been organised by a pro-Russian conspiracy theorist who posts pro-Putin and anti-vaccine content. The official No campaign says those rallies are nothing to do with them. A Perth woman seriously injured after falling off a cliff while on holiday in Croatia is back in Australia. A GoFundMe page helped raise $500,000 to bring 25-year-old police officer Ella Cutler home. Video games which simulate gambling will be restricted to older teenagers and adults. There'll be new mandatory classifications for these games from late next year in a bid to minimise gambling-related harm. Briefly, more than 200 kilos of cocaine has been found in the hull of a cargo ship in Melbourne. Federal police appealing for info. And driving on Australia's most famous bridge is about to become more expensive, with tolls on the Sydney Harbour Bridge and tunnel rising for the first time in 14 years.
I'm such a weirdo, tattoos from my toes to my earlobes. Was a role model, I never had a hero. I learned how to live through the stereo.
Awaken your senses. The all-new MG5.
Penrith are into their fourth straight grand final after a big win over the Storm last night. The 38-4 score was the biggest victory by a team in a prelim in the NRL era. But the Panthers' Ivan Cleary reckons margin didn't come into it.
I didn't even feel like it was that big in the second half until I looked at the scoreboard, which was nice.
Penrith's opponent will be either the Broncos or the Warriors. They face off in the second prelim tonight. And in the AFL, Collingwood's into the grand final. They'll play the winner of today's Lions and Carlton clash. A couple of showers and down to 15 tonight, then cloudy and 24 tomorrow, and 24 and some patchy cloud around for Monday. It's the daily stories that matter in under 20 minutes. Search the Briefing podcast on Listener, download the app now and listen for free.